Ever get the feeling we're kind of peeking through the blinds at the lives of these, public figures?
Yeah, like we're all just hoping for a glimpse of something, anything that makes him seem, I don't know, relatable.
Right. And this whole Barron Trump at NYU thing, it's like the ultimate spot the relatable human game, which is
Yeah.
what we're diving into today, by the way.
A former first son, now just another freshman. There's a whole lot to unpack there.
We got this article from the Daily Beast. Seems like the kind of thing Barron himself would probably rather us not read, but
Well, that's the thing about famous families, isn't it? The line between public and private, it gets awfully blurry.
no kidding. And who better to blur those lines even further than, well, Donald Trump? He was on a podcast recently talking about Barron's college life, even brought up the whole girlfriend situation, or lack thereof.
Twice, actually. He made that point twice, which, I don't know, kind of makes you wonder.
Oh, for sure. Like, on one hand, yeah, typical dad stuff, right? My son's a good student at a great school.
Mm-hmm.
But to say it like that multiple times almost feels like,
Like he's either completely oblivious or maybe overcompensating. It's hard to tell.
totally. And either way, I can't imagine it's easy being on the receiving end of that. 18 years old, just starting college, figuring things out.
And your dad's out there broadcasting your dating life to the world?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just him, right? The internet, social media, it's like this whole other beast entirely. There was this TikToker, Maddie, who claimed that Barron was her first boyfriend. Even posted some photos, supposedly, of them together.
Ah, yes, the unverified social media claims. The modern-day version of whispering in the hallway, only it reaches millions of people in seconds.
It's wild. And the thing is, we have no way of knowing, really, what's true, what's exaggerated, what's completely made up.
And yet it spreads like wildfire, which I think speaks to this kind of hunger we have, for information, for gossip, for any little detail about the lives of these almost mythical figures.
Totally. It's almost like we forget there's a real person at the center of it all.
Trying to live his life, figure things out, just like any other college freshman.
Except, that the Secret Service detail probably trailing a few steps behind.
Right, exactly. And speaking of insights into Barron's life, did you hear about the nickname Little Donald? Apparently that's what Trump calls him.
Little Donald. Oh, man. It says Melania's the one who came up with it, which,
I don't know, it's hard not to read into these things, Family dynamics, nicknames, it's all kind of fascinating.
It is. It is. And it does make you think, behind all the headlines, the politics, the craziness, they're still just a family.
A family with perhaps a slightly more complicated relationship with the public eye than most.
Understatement of the century? Maybe. But seriously, you've got this young guy just starting out in life, and every little thing he does or doesn't do is analyzed, scrutinized.
Talk about pressure. I can barely handle my own family's group chat, let alone the weight of the entire world's expectations.
Right. And for Gen Z, this whole idea of privacy, it's practically non-existent. They've grown up online, their lives documented from day one.
And that's something I think we as a society are still grappling with. Where's the line? When does curiosity cross over into, intrusion?
It's a tough one. And honestly, I don't know if there's an easy answer, but hey, that's what these deep dives are all about, right? Grappling with the tough questions.
Exactly. And maybe, just maybe, becoming a little more aware of our own roles in all of it.
Couldn't have said it better myself.